Me personally, it's cost me. See, I bought into the lie, and I lost a college education. I lost relationships, and I lost friends. But you know what I lost most of all? Is I lost time. Because I look back and I reflect upon the last decade of my life, and it hurts me to think of all the people that I could have been speaking to, all the people I could have been pouring my influence, my encouragement into their life. The lie cost me the time that I could be serving the Lord. And I got to thinking, I was like, well, over my life, how did I buy into this lie? And I thought of the three main things that I do. Well, I watch TV. Who watches TV? Radio? You guys listen to the radio? What about the internet? You guys on the internet? The television, you know, it's an outlet for us, but it can be deceiving. 12, 15 years ago, MTV, it played music videos. It doesn't do that anymore. But it has a show on there that I want to talk about, and I'm not here to say this is a good show. I'm not here to say it's a bad show. I just want to bring a point to mind. I think it's called Teen Mom or 16 and Pregnant. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And what you have the opportunity to do is look into the life of this teenager who was sold a lie. Okay, she was sold a lie to think that it's okay to get in this kind of situation, to have premarital sex, and who knows all the other environment and situations that she went through. But she was sold this lie. And what you have the opportunity to do is to watch the repercussions. And a lot of the time it makes the guy out to look kind of dumb. And like I said, I'm not here to say the show is good or bad. I'm just saying that's an opportunity for you to look in to what happens when you sell out to the lie. And we've all heard the radio before. Lord help me, if you listen to anything other than Airborne and K-Love, you know what they sing about, what they rap about. My car is this, my lady that, my money this, my house is this big, so on and so forth. And the internet. Oh, the internet is a powerful thing. Because who controls the what, the when, the where, the how, the why of everything that goes on in the internet? You do. Your little clicker finger, right? Click, click, click. And the ultimate thing about this is, where's the discretion? Who knows what you're going to and what you're watching? No one but God, right? So I got to looking and I got to thinking, I was like, man, what are the most hit websites of all times? I mean, since I'm not that old, but I remember when there wasn't any internet. I remember. It's kind of weird, but I remember. So I got to thinking, what are the most hit websites of all times? Number 5 of all times is, guess what? Facebook. Just so you know, no, MySpace ain't on there. Just so you know, number 1 is Google. Sometimes I Google just for fun. I love it. Facebook is number 5. But let me tell you something about Facebook. And I'm not here to bash Facebook. I love Facebook, and so do you. But let me ask you this. How many of you have ever had quarrels, jealousy, get a raging temper, you take sides, or you get an angry word, you hear a vicious rumor, or you get a swelled head, and by that I mean pride. My hand goes right up. I'm right there. I'm right there. You see, these things are mentioned in 2 Corinthians 12:20. You guys should have the scripture right behind me. For I'm afraid that when I come and I may not find you as I want you to be, and you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that there may be quarreling, jealousy, outburst of anger, faction, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder. Like I said, I'm not here to bash Facebook. I just want you to understand that when you get to Facebook, these things come to you naturally, because in you naturally is sin and the lies, and you don't have to do that. I just want you to recognize it. Find that there's a truth in it. You can use it for a positive thing. And the second thing I found about the internet was that the first pornography site was 47. And I know you're saying, Aubrey, that's not bad, 47. There's 48 quality sites in front of that, right? I was like, okay, that's not bad too. But how many sites are there actually on the internet? You know what? They don't even really know. But the best educated guess, the best is 108 million sites. So 47 doesn't sound very good anymore, does it? These are negative, and I'm fully aware. But we're talking about the lie. The truth is, there is good stuff on the radio. Air One, Caleb, we've all heard it. We listen to it quite a bit. Lord help me when it's time to do pledges, but other than that, I love the radio station. Internet-wise, you guys ever heard of GodTube? It's kind of like an alternative to YouTube. Now see, YouTube is good, and there's quality things, but it's a 50-50 shot, because the other 50% is not good. The little ads on the side, and you put in Jesus, and who knows what videos are coming up on the side. Who knows? And then television, and this is always funny. Television, whenever I want a good tear, my eyes are dry. I don't ever cry, by the way, but when I want to cry, you guys ever watch Home Makeover Edition? There's always like a heroic family who's going through such a tragedy, and the child or the mother is such a hero, and we just look at it, and then 50 minutes go by, and we're sitting there, and we see the big bus, and you can't see the family because the family's behind the bus, and I feel a lump in my throat come up. I feel it. And then the bus moves, and then the family jumps up and down, and you look, and you see this 9-bedroom house they built in 45 minutes, and you're like, wow! And then the family's crying, and then I'm crying, and Ty's crying, and Nikki's crying. That's good quality television. It's good. But you know what? This stuff exists because we have a truth. And the fact about it is that the lie we have to buy into, it's sold to us. But I'm here to tell you right now that the truth is absolutely free. It's absolutely free.